Hey everybody, welcome to the Lion's Den on this week's How-To. And this How-To is a great one for every business out there, how to set up Google local service ads on your own. But before we jump into that, I have my good friend here, the digital shark, Bill Rossell.
What's going on, Lance?
Welcome to the den, my friend.
Welcome back.
I'm glad to be back. So Bill, why don't you tell everybody why local service ads are so important to their business?
Well, Lance, the bottom line is that there's a lot of opportunity out there as far as different things that Google's doing to keep you engaged. The best part about this one is it's a cost per lead type of engagement versus a cost per click, that every call is out there. You can be able to have a conversation with that client versus just bringing them to your website. And the best part is you put a budget together, you put your budget out there, and then Google tries to feed those number of leads to you.
And most of the leads are pretty reasonable from, if it's an HVAC company, most of them throughout the country are about $40, $35 a lead. Is that correct?
Actually, that's a little bit high, Lance. We're running $22 to $28 as far as home services. On the Google screen, you're probably running anywhere from a $48 to $60.
Great. So, and there's about 160 categories now, Bill. Is that accurate?
I think it's 175.
175. See, when you want to get one up, you bring a shark onto the den and get lit up. So everybody enjoy. Sosa, Bill's wife, is going to show everybody how to build local service ads right now. Over to you, Sosa.
Thanks, Lance. Today we're going to be setting up a local service ad. Today we're going to be able to walk you through that process and how to set that up for your own business. With setting this up, you'll need to have a Gmail account set up that is not tied to an AdWords account or a local service ad. Once you create that account, you'll be able to get started. You'll be going to ads.google.com local service ads. We'll have the link listed below. I've set up a Gmail account so that you can see how this process will look and what will be seen in the inbox to accept as well. I'm going to type in my area that I'm in that I'm looking to set up local service ads in, my zip code of where your business is physically located, and then today we're going to go ahead and pick for our HVAC contractors, which is set up under HVAC Pro. From here, we're going to go ahead and put in our information to start creating an account. As you can see, it automatically, as I was logged into my email account, it pulled me over into the next step. I'm going to go ahead and create my profile here. I'm going to go ahead and put in business information. So with this business information will be the business name and the phone number that you're going to want to have phone calls put into at. Website is optional. I would recommend putting your business website in there so that it can be seen. Please follow on all the information. The next, we're going to go ahead and put total number of field workers, excluding yourself. This is telling Google how many field workers you actually have out in the field that are going out into the homes. I'm going to go ahead and put 4. And then I'm also going to put the year that founded, because this is information that will be founded on the bio. Also going to put into, is this a home business or is storefront? If somebody's going to be coming to my location, then I will put a storefront. Most of our service contractors, we don't have a physical location that we'd want anyone to come to. So we'd put home or business address. Customers do not come here. We are still going to go ahead and put in our address as well though, and go to the next step. On to the next step, we're going to go ahead and pick all of the service areas that we want to cover. Any service area that you put in here will automatically be part of the program that you'll be seen for. So if you only cover certain areas, only put the areas that you want to be covered in. You can pick this as a county, a city, or a zip code level. I'm going to go ahead and just put Bucks County in for now. From here, it's now going to ask me exactly what services I want to be seen for. If there's services that you do not want to service, please do not include them, as you will receive calls for those. I'm going to go ahead and pick the majority of the ones that we see, which is just your HVAC. Once I've looked through all of this information, it's asking me that we will need to provide a business license information and also insurance. This is agreeing that we're going to input it, and it is correct. Once I've created that, it's going to ask me the hours. These are the hours that will actually be shown within the local service area. Again, if you are not open on the weekends or not accepting phone calls, make sure that you do not include those dates and times, as you will still be responsible for those leads coming through and will be charged. Once I've filtered through all of that information and put all of my business information, it is now giving me a preview of exactly what my Google local service ad will look like once it's completed. Now it's going to start walking me through the process of information that I'm going to need to include in here. Before I start over there, we should be able to see an email come through that's asking us to access the information and accept the invitation. This will come in through your email box where you're going to accept the invitation that will come through. Once that invitation has been accepted, you'll be able to go through all of this information. Your business license will need to be added. It's going to ask for a license number, an expiration date, background check. This is where you will go to Evident to do your background check, and you will log into Evident with your email address that you created for your Google local service ad. Customer reviews, you're going to see link options that will be connected to your local service ad. Budget and leads. This is where you are going to look to see how you want to set up your budget. Right now, it's currently pulling in that $184 per week on average. Monthly max is $7.99. This is where you'll really want to have some additional discussions with your digital marketer to help assist what is the best budget. If we do customize, you are able to put a different amount on how much you want to spend per week, as well as what you would look like to see monthly max, as well as it will show weekly targets. Billing information, this is where you're going to go ahead and enter all of your billing information. This is where your credit card will be pulled so that once you go live, this is the credit card that it will pull from. Last piece of information is your proof of insurance. Proof of insurance will need to be attached here. This will need to be verified. And as you can see here, it can take up to 2 business days. Once all of this has been filled out and all the background checks have been done, you'll be able to go through this process and look to see where you're at and how far you're through the process. This is where you would log in with your Evident, sign in with the email address that you've assigned with this account to step through the Evident process for background checks. Once this is done, you'll be able to log into the portal at any point in time, click on the hamburger menu, and as you can see where you're at within the business verification process. Once this is completed, you'll then be able to go through the rest of the process to see exactly what your ad looks like and make any updates or changes through the dashboard. Thank you so much for your time. Please let us know if you have any questions. One SEO is here to help you.
Sosa, thank you. I appreciate it. Bill, any last words you want to tell everybody about Google local service ads?
It's better to be in the program than not be in the program, and choose when you run the ads versus when you don't run the ads. What we hear from our home service-based businesses is this is where they're getting their best return on investment of all of their lead sources is through the Google local service ads, Lance.
Now, I know they normally can't feed somebody's whole budget on local service ads, but it definitely helps decrease the actual cost per lead across all their programs.
No doubt, no doubt.
So you heard it from Bill, the digital shark. You want to decrease your cost per lead? Join Google local service ads right away. Sosa, thank you for the great how-to.